Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I welcome you all on board to the distance learning program of Pakistan International School, Doha, Qatar for grade 8. Let's begin with our today's lesson, which is application writing. Well, dear students, in this lesson, you'll be able to know what is an application, what is the format of application writing as per required by Federal Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education, Islamabad. You will also be able to identify the elements of an application, and most importantly, you will be able to apply the elements of application writing for composing an effective and attractive application. So let us get started with our today's topic, that is application writing. Dear students, an application is a formal request to be considered for a position or to be allowed to do or have something submitted to an authority, institution, or organization. For example, you write an application for leave to the principal of your school. Writing an application requires a mix of talent and skills. Before we move on to discuss the format of application writing, please remember the following effective tips for writing an application. Number one, write the application in a polite manner which expresses your appeal of leave and which sounds genuine. Number two, mention the reason clearly for which you are writing your application. Number three, the application should be concise and to the point. Number four, cross-check with spelling mistakes or punctuation errors. All right, dear students, let's talk about the format of application writing. The first element of application writing is heading, which includes the address of the person, the designation, and the address of the person to whom you are writing your application. Like in case you are writing an application to the principal of your school, the heading will be the principal, Superior College and School and College, then city A.B.C. You have to be very careful in terms of using punctuation marks. Since in your board examination you are not supposed to disclose your location and identity, that is why you will be writing a fictitious address and designation of the person to whom you are writing your application. The next element is subject. Suppose you are writing an application to the principal of your school for the issuance of a character certificate. Your subject will be request for the issuance of a character certificate. Then salutation. It is written this way: respected sir or madam. Then the most important part of your application, that is the body of the letter. This is very important part because it itself contains the reason for which you are writing your application. And then complimentary closing, like in the form of yours sincerely or yours obediently, and then at the end you have to sign off by putting your signatures in the form of X, Y, Z and name, then your roll number, and on the top right corner at the bottom you have to write the date in the form in the form in which it has been written here on this slide. Well, dear students, here is a sample application to the principal for the issuance of a character certificate. It has been added here just to give you more understanding of how to write an application and what to write in it and in which format you have to compose your application. Now you see in this application the address written in this way, then it contains the subject, then salutation in the form of respected sir or madam, and then it is followed by the body of the application. You have to be careful, please read it out very carefully, all three paragraphs in the body part of this application, so that you get to know what do you have to write and in which way you have to state the reason for which you are writing your application. Then in the end, yours obediently, and then signing off XYZ roll number, and then date it. Well, dear students, I hope you have understood what is an application, what is the format of application writing required by FPISE, and you have also got to make it more clear to you in your mind by looking at the sample application given in this presentation. Now it's your turn to apply your understanding of what you have learned so far. You are supposed to write an application to the principal apologizing for your misbehavior in the class. Please follow the set format which you have learned right now, and divide your application in three paragraphs, the body part, as it has been done in the sample application given in this PPT lesson. And you are supposed to write this definition of application, and then format of application, and then the sample application which is given in this lesson. You are supposed to write all this in your notebooks. Later on, at the end, you have to do this homework. You will write the application to the principal on a piece of paper in your notebook, in your neat notebooks, and send the picture to your teacher for checking and feedback. So with this, we come to conclude our today's lesson. Thank you very much for your passive listening. Take very good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.